All right, let's get it. Okay, so this broadcast is entitled Levels of Reality, Multidimensional Creation Theories, God. So what essentially I'm going to be talking about is like the different levels of reality, right? Yeah, so, and different theories on creation. So here we go. So I got some notes here that I'm going to go ahead and read off. The first one, it says the odds of a sperm cell reaching an egg to fertilize an ovary or a female egg is 600 million. So like I was saying, the odds of 600 million to 1 is like there's a better chance of you hitting the lottery. So that in itself, there's like a miracle happening there. So with each level of creation, there's actually a miracle of God that's actually taking place. So with that said, let's move along. And I have like a little chart kind of deal going on. So the first section I have is the different levels of reality. So the first level is the atomic, right? And then the next one I have the cellular. So an atomic is in the 1D. It's a one-dimensional level, because you got to think about the atomic level. The atomic level is a one-dimensional level. When the universe the universe is essentially our galaxy, and the universe is essentially built upon the atoms. Everything's made up of atoms. Okay, so the atom links itself to other atoms. That's how it gets, that's how it connects with its outside sources. So the atom links with other atoms with bonds and electrons, and with that electron on the outside, it's able to have an outside type of route to the outside world. Okay, so what I got here, I have this column here is the evolve column, and I have here, and particles form links or bonds, okay, via magnetism. And this is the interaction. This is how they interact. So I got here on this level, magnetism. They interact by magnetism, bonds, and gravity. And on this level, they're associated with the 0 point level, the 0 point field. So on the atomic level, these atoms are actually associated with a 0 point field, which means they're essentially connected with every single other atom in the whole entire universe. Okay, but moving right along, we'll go get into that a little bit deeper. Let's keep it going. So on the second, I've got that's what's up. We got magnetism. Okay, so on the second column, I have the cellular. Let me get it right. Okay, so for the cellular, that's the second dimension. Alright, and I have the cellular level is I got under the 2D, and I have these columns, categories, eyes with a link and a split. Now the link, I wrote this one on the 1D on the atomic level because essentially atoms link up with each other. On this column, the cell column, and the two-dimensional column, what happens with cells is they pretty much split. They clone each other. They split off, and that's how they further their existence. Okay, and that's how I have this depicted with a line. Which reality am I on? Are we on? Okay, we are the next one. We are on the third. So, as you can see, physical reality, physical actual, that's our actual reality that we're on, because we are actual 3D. Okay, we're a 3D entity. We're in the third dimension, and our reality is a link reality. So we actually, in order to further our species, we have to actually go out and link up with another person and form have a baby. So our reality, I have a square which represents the third dimension, and that's the progression of that. But I still have some more. Are we triune by nature? Yeah, we are triune. As you can see here, I actually have a video about that. You can look under my profile, and then there's like a video about that, how we are a triune being. And actually the Trinity starts from the first dimension. It's very cool. It's very interesting. I find it fascinating. And the thing is, the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 are all like associated and linked in together, and the even numbers representing the feminine or female energy are kind of like associated and linked together. So actually, the Trinity is linked actually inside the number 1, and it's like a fractal. It goes fractals up into it. It makes our triune God more plausible. Yes, it does. It does to me. It makes sense to me. Some people, they don't really assign themselves with the Trinity. They want to say that God is a single entity. They can't wrap their minds around the Trinity, but there's definitely correlations with the Trinity, and as far as science goes too. But let me go ahead and continue. I got a few more things for the second column, because on the second level of reality, the first level of reality is the actual atom. Now the second level of reality, this is a sperm cell. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a sperm cell. It's the cellular level. So that's why I have a sperm cell there, because the sperm cell is representing the highest point of what you have in the male body, that is the technology of that body that contains the DNA that's actually going to progress the species. So it's a very important part of the body as far as the levels of reality. It could have been anything though. It could have been a neuron cell, or I could have used a different type, but I used that sperm cell. Yeah, like Islam mocks it, this moon god that doesn't have any personal interaction with us. That's interesting. Yep. Okay, so I have cells split via mitosis, and sperm needs an egg because it's under the split category. So they need an outside source to for the progression to go. But our God does. Whoop whoop. There he is. And for the interaction of the cell level, they interact with chemicals, like chemical reactions, electrical and motion. And the thing about this column here, the interaction column, it builds up upon itself. So first off, we have the magnets, the bonds, and gravity. And then it builds up to chemical, electric, and motion. Like the cell actually can have a flagella that actually can manipulate things and create motion for the sperm. And you can actually have appendages. The next level, you'll get like the actual senses. They don't actually have 5 senses. They just have a rudimentary type of interaction with each other. Okay, so let's keep it moving. The next level, which we're on, is the actual 3D physical level, and that's the link level. And I have a little person, actual stick figure, because that's where we are. We are in our physical avatars, in our bodies, in our vehicles. So our organs link up to form one body. Cells link to form organs. And on the column of the interaction, yep, we have the 5 senses, and we also get a sense of time, and that's how we really interact with each and every other one of other people. So on the moving right along, the next column is the multi-special or omnipresent column, which is the 4th dimension. Okay, and that's going to be under a split reality. Okay, this level is on the split reality, and I have the actual square there, the 3-dimensional square there, to represent the 4th dimension. And here I have, with the progression, we started off with a single atom on the atomic level, and we evolved to the cell on the cellular level with a sperm cell, and then that built us up to an actual physical human body. Now on the 4th dimension, this is more theoretical for me because it's kind of hard to grasp. Do you think man is more than 5 senses? We just don't know it, like the X-Men. Well, yeah, we have 5 senses, and then the 6th sense, which is like that sense, the connection to God. I do believe that that we do have that. On the 4th dimension, you can say that, like with the evolution of the species, with the internet, you can get like a like if you've seen like the hive mind, like in Star Trek with the Borg, and like everybody's like, you can pretty much essentially with technology be in connection with almost anybody instantaneously. So you gotta, like, almost when that evolves, that can be evolved with the hive mind. You can get like super sensations or like super senses just by like you know, being able to connect to everybody. Okay, so here I have to reproduce, we clone or have kids with another. Our kids are split between mother and father, and that's explaining that how on this column we are under the split. Okay. The hive mind, it's very cool. I mean, it's cool for the person that is able to handle it. For the person that is under negativity, he's going to be wanting to hide all of his inner thoughts, hide whatever he has, or try to deceive and compete against each other. But as we evolve, we're going to be more under cooperation. So you won't have to have anything to be hidden. Everything will be shared. And you have to drop a lot of fears for that. You know what I mean? You have to drop your ego for that. You know what I mean? So it's going to be good for the people that can handle it. But if the person isn't able to, able to handle that, I don't think it's going to be good for that person. So that's my theory. I'm a New Day fan. I do positivity. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, so right here, the interaction level. We're going to be interacting on the fourth dimension on a multi-sense level. Okay, and that's hard to explain, but I'll give a best explanation that I can at the end when I get to the fifth dimensional column, which is right here. So the last column is the multi-dimensional, and that's under the 5D, which is a link column. And I have with this symbol right here, this picture is a picture of a tesseract. And as we evolved, the first dimension is a point, the second is a line, the third it was a square, the fourth is a cube, so the fifth is a tesseract. A tesseract is a cube inside a cube. And for this picture here, we started off with a single atom, and then for this level of reality, we have the sperm cell. For the third 3D level of reality, we have the actual human man. I wrote a little stick man there. For the fourth dimension, we have the human man, but we have them in a higher connection, like with the hive connection, like I was saying earlier. Now for the fifth dimensional, I have this picture. It's a little man, but as you see, I have like he's inside of another one, and then he has another bigger one, and that is going on forever. It keeps going forever. And what that is a picture of the when you think about the tesseract, the box inside of a box is essentially what that is you connecting to your higher self. Okay, it's you connecting to your higher self, the oversoul is like what I like to call it. Humans form the human race, and once the human race evolves, it can actually change and manipulate realities. Alright, thanks for watching. So on the evolve column, and feel free to come back and watch, like if you want to come back and watch the videos, I don't usually delete any of them, so you can go and watch them whenever you want. Just go under my profile and it should be there. Alright, so on the evolve, we evolve from particles and atoms, which form linked bonds. And then on the next level of reality, we're at the cells, and the cells split via mitosis. The next level of reality is the third dimension, and we the cells link and bond and form organisms, like your organs and your heart, liver. And now these organs all come together to form your body, and each single person comes together to form societies. Okay, And once you get to there, we start to interact with reality itself, because we get to an oversoul, and we start becoming to a unity. So on the interaction level, we come to the higher self, or the all-knowing, or the 0 point self, which is right here. And I also have the 0 point there because, just like in the first column here, it completes the cycle. Just like that atom, it can be one place or all places at once. That is also right here in this column. So you can see how it all kind of links up. Okay. But there it is right there. For everybody out there that's watching this video, I just want to say peace and love.